So you're thinking about moving to San Antonio, and are you looking for a home that doesn't blow your budget? Well, you're in the right place today, because I'm going to share with you some amazing deals that are here in San Antonio that are under $350,000. And yes, we are keeping it under $350,000. So stay tuned, because I'm going to share with you some of the communities where you can still find some affordable homes. If this is your first time to my channel, I want to be the first to say welcome. I'm going to share with you everything there is to know about living in San Antonio and the surrounding suburbs. Hit the subscribe button below so that way you can be the first to find out about all the new videos that come out and the current market here in the San Antonio area. My name is Tracy. I'm a mom to 5, and you're a local San Antonio realtor. I lived in San Antonio for the last 9 years. My family moved here in 2016, right before my son was born. My team and I love working with people and helping them to make their move and transition to the San Antonio area. So whether you're looking to move in 1 week or 1 year, we'd love to connect with you. All of our information is down below in the description, so make sure you check that out and hit the subscribe button so you can see the newest videos that come out. Connect with us, and we'd love to help you make a smooth and pain-free transition to the San Antonio area. So why are we keeping the budget under $350,000? Well, $350,000 is still an attainable number for people, and the average home here in San Antonio, according to Sabre, as of March 2025, was actually $315,000. So that is still a very affordable number, and you're actually going to be able to find homes that are move-in ready and in some great neighborhoods that are still highly desirable, have great schools, and have great community centers that you can access as well. It's obviously getting harder to find in cities around the Texas area, but in San Antonio you still have affordable homes that you can move into. There are actually some neighborhoods that you can probably buy a home that is a fixer-upper that, you know, when you put money into it, it's going to give you great equity. But if you're looking for something that is move-in ready, that has great community, that has good amenities, good schools, and that are actually located close to the heart of San Antonio, I'm going to share with you, like I said, a couple of those neighborhoods that are great, that have homes that, like I said, are still under the $350,000. One of the neighborhoods in San Antonio is actually Wildhorse. Wildhorse is actually just located a little bit outside of Loop 1604. It's on the northwest side of the city. It's a master plan community, so you've got a lot of newer homes. There's great family-friendly vibes over here. It is a master plan community. This community was actually built in the early 2000s, and so you've got lots of homes that are here. They are got great floor plans. Some are 1 story, some are 2 stories. It's actually in the low 300s, still below the 350,000, like I said. It's actually also really close to Alamo Ranch Shopping Center. It's close to the Shanefield area that's got lots of shopping, got dining options over there, and there's a great community center out in the Wildhorse area. So there's like a sports complex that is over here, and I'm actually walking through the Wildhorse neighborhood right now. As you can see, they've got some developed trees that are in this area. It's quiet. I feel pretty safe out here, and it's a nice area that is tucked away from the hustle and bustle, but still very accessible, like I said, to 1604. And then, you know, as you get onto 1604, you can get onto the 10 and go to the downtown area. So you're close to the city, but you're still far away, that you can enjoy the quietness and not the hustle and bustle of everything. You might be able to hear some construction that is going on, I believe, on the next street over that I walked to. They were actually doing some yard work, and so lots of homes in this area. Like I said, they were built in the early 2000s. They have like an open concept area. The lot sizes are going to be a little bit smaller, so I think most lot sizes here, they're less than a quarter, but some of them actually also have pools, which is really nice. But you're going to have homes that have the updated, you know, kitchens, or the more modern kitchens. They're going to have, you know, stainless steel appliances, more taller ceilings, and so Those are always obviously very nice features to have. And so if you are military, this is actually also close to Lackland Air Force Base. So you'll have a close, easy access to get to work in that sense. But then, like I said, if you're looking in towards the downtown area, easy access to 1604 and the 10 that will get you right back into the downtown area. We're actually going to stay around the Wildhorse area. That way you can see the neighborhood that I'm walking around. You can see some of the homes. You get a feel of the vibe that's here, and just kind of experience, you know, what it would be like to, if you were living in this area, to walk outside, take a walk along the streets, and just be in the neighborhood. But I'm going to share with you a couple of different neighborhoods where you can still find affordable homes under $350,000. The next neighborhood that we're going to talk about is Schertz. It is a hidden gem that is a little northeast of the city, and this is perfect for military families who are stationed out at Randolph Air Force Base. If you are actually also stationed at Fort Sam Houston, it's an easy access for you to get to Fort Sam, but just be wary of the traffic and the construction that is going on around 35 and the 1604. They are making the freeway, they're expanding it. So if you are going towards Fort Sam, not so much Randolph, but if you're going towards Fort Sam, you're just going to be running into a lot of traffic in that area. Schertz is also an area where a lot of military live, and so if you are in the military and kind of want to be away from the military and not always be near military, Schertz might not be the area for you, just because you might have a lot of people who are in that area. Schertz also has great schools. There are lots of parks in the area. They have, they've got homes that are around the 300 to the 340 range, so that's still under 350, affordable for a lot of people, and it's got this small town charm with still easy access to the San Antonio area. 4th of July, they actually have a parade that goes on over there. It's fun. Obviously 4th of July, it gets a little warm, so just be aware of that. Make sure you've got either shade, sunblock, and obviously water. But you're gonna have a great little parade over there that gives you the small town vibes and still gives you that patriotic feeling. I would highly recommend that you check out Schertz if you're looking to stay under budget of 350, but then also be outside of the city. Now, if you are looking to stay more central in San Antonio, there is an area called Highland Park, and these are older homes. It's got mature trees. It's got historic neighborhoods, huge yards. Prices are under 350, but just know that there might be a lot of fixing up that you need to go do in these areas. And since they're older homes, they're going to have that older home characteristic. The floor plan's not going to be as big, but like I said, you've got the older homes, you've got a more historical area, you're closer to the downtown area, and so if you're looking for something that is close to downtown, this might be the place for you to go take a look at. And I'll share with you some homes, show you some images of homes that you can see in the Highland Park area. You might actually hear freeway noise just because it is closer to the downtown area, and so you're gonna have the freeways of 10 and 37 that are around you. But like I said, you are close to downtown, you're in the downtown area, and so that's one of the things that you have to take into consideration if you're choosing and wanting to live closer to the downtown area and staying under the $350,000 range. I think it's great right now because I'm literally walking around. We are May in San Antonio, and I can remember when it would be so hot last couple of years, but this weather right now has been absolutely amazing. It's probably mid 70s right now, and you know, I'm still in kind of like a 3/4 length shirt. I've got jeans on, and I'm not sweating my face off over here. So the weather has been amazing. I know we talk about San Antonio, how the weather can just be super hot and super muggy, and it does get that way, but the times when it's cooler and you have a breeze and the humidity is not as high, I mean, these are great, wonderful days that we can all take advantage of. And you know, I know it's not always going to be like this, but it's not going to always be like this anywhere you live. And so the great thing about being able to live in an area like this is that you can, you know, enjoy the outdoors, you know, open your window every once in a while. But then at the same time, when it does get really hot and muggy, you can turn the AC on and your electric bill isn't going to be crazy. I mean, I know when I lived in San Diego, I grew up in San Diego, but the energy bill, the water bill is astronomical. And here, like I said, for us, a family of 7, our electric and water bill is not so incredibly crazy, but we can still, you know, enjoy the AC, enjoy being outside. And, you know, when you are living in an area like San Diego or New York or, you know, any of those other states where people are walking out of, you know, those are so the cost of living is something to definitely take into consideration. And so San Antonio, it's still got affordable homes, and the cost of living here is not going to be astronomical where you won't be able to you know, take your kids on vacation or put them into extracurricular activities. It's still something that is accessible to everyone, and I think that's why San Antonio is one of those great places that people are flocking to and moving to, because you can still afford to live in the area. And I'm going to show you something really cool that I just came across, because this is something that you don't see very often nowadays. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it is a slug bug. Isn't that cool? I have not seen those in such a long time. One thing that I will say about living in newer developments is that because they are newer developments, there is constantly construction going on. I'm actually heading over to Kallison Ranch, which is one of the other affordable areas that we're going to be talking about. And they have shut down one side of the street because I think they're expanding upon it. And so, as you can see on the other side, there's like a whole bunch of cars that are trying to get out. I'm trying to go in, and it's just a lot of traffic over here. So if you are working in the city, just know that you're probably going to be running into this as you are commuting outside when everybody else is commuting outside. You're going to be hitting this when you get back in. And so traffic is one of the things that you really want to take into consideration as you're looking to move into areas. But you know, San Antonio is a growing city. A lot of people are moving out over here, and so there's an expansion in housing, and so that's obviously one of the downfalls that comes with it. But that's just what it is, and we're gonna get going, so I'm gonna stop now. We are now in Kallison Ranch, and this is a new construction community. So these homes were built around 2010 and on, and they're actually still doing some new construction here. So if you are looking for a newer construction, let me go across the street so the dogs doesn't bark at me. If you're looking for newer construction, it's still off of Cleaver Road. There's a lot of 3 to 4 bedroom homes available that are still under $350,000. There are community pools over here. There's actually little neighborhood parks that are within the community that you can go to. And you've got lots of walking trails over here. You're close to big box stores as well. And you know, like I said, a lot of the newer communities. So you've got great amenities over here. You've got you know, homes that have, you know, the new construction kitchens, you know, the baths, and so all the things here are, you know, going to be modernized and updated. So that's something that you don't have to go worry about as you are looking to buy a home. And the great thing about this community is, like I said, since the homes are in the 300,000 range, it's still very affordable. You are close to 1604 and 151, and since they are still building this master plan community, there's going to be new resort amenities that are being built. They've got a community park. They actually have an in-community elementary school that is right here, and so that's going to be great education for families and kids, and just easy access for families to get to as they're looking to send their kids to school. And then they've actually have a high school that is nearby, and so this is a great place for your family to call home. And if you're looking for a home that is, you know, move in ready, this community could be something that you want to look into and explore. So there you have it. Great homes and communities in San Antonio under 350,000. It does take a little bit of research to go find those homes and some local insight, but I'd love to be able to connect with you and just share it with you where you might be able to live. And if you want a more customized list with areas or more specifics, I'd love to be able to help you out. Remember, all of our contact information is down below in the comments area. Send us a message, shoot us a text, send an email, or connect with us via Zoom and see if we are the right fit for you. My team and I would love to be able to help you make a smooth and pain-free transition to the San Antonio area. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below. That way you can be the first to find out about the newest videos that come out. And until next time, have a great day. Bye.